2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Here we go. Philly special. Ready?
The Philadelphia Eagles are Super Bowl champions.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, November 26, 2025. That's right. We're coming to you live from our basements instead of at a bar on the biggest party night of the year, Thanksgiving Eve. On tonight's show, the fellows will discuss 24 unanswered points, goose eggs put up by not one, but two teams, one team shitting in a box and telling us it's a diamond, and oh yeah, there was basketball that happened too. All that and more on the surprise episode of the Northeast Philly podcast. That's right. This episode is like that one cousin who introduced you to her fiance after being 40 years of being single. Gentlemen, how we doing? Happy Thanksgiving.
Is there something you want to tell us about your cousin?
No.
I wasn't sure where that was quite.
Are they
going.
marrying their own cousin? Is that what it is?
No, my cousin probably has...
I know you're from Hickville, USA.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure where that was going, bro. Like, I really started talking about that one time with your cousin. I'm like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
It counts. No matter what anyone says, that counts.
Like, that's... I don't know if this is the place you should be revealing that one time with your cousin.
All right, so where do we want to start?
Man, first of all, I want to find out, what did you do, Chris, to like unwind this week or just to cope? I mean, is it at least any consolation to you that we have? It's Thanksgiving week. It is a short week. We do see the Eagles again. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing on Friday. And I don't mean, of course, you always want to watch Eagles football because that's your team. But I don't know if it means it's better that it's a short week and we can just get on with it, or, you know, we have a tough opponent and now we might have the whole weekend to deal with that as well. So how did you cope after, at least let's go with the Eagles, because I feel like the Eagles 21-point lead is the linchpin of this all. So did you do anything to cope? I know you, dude. I know how nuts you must have been. What did you do to cope?
So honestly, they kicked the field goal. They won. I was like, oh, that sucked. It is what it is. You know, but I was like, let them have their time. You know, good win for Dallas. They came back from 24 points or 21 points down. They scored 24.
Inconceivable.
Like, it happens. Like, it's football. That's why you play 60 minutes.
Yep.
You know, a lot of bad calls in that game that benefited Dallas. Didn't bitch about it. Didn't say this is why we lost because of the officials.
Nope.
This is why we did this. This is why we did that. And then I made the mistake of going on the cesspool known as Twitter.
Is Twitter relevant? I'm not even trying to. Okay, like that's not like me being pendant, like trying to be like misleading. Is Twitter is it relevant? I couldn't imagine it being anything worth anything.
He said cesspool. I think that was hitting the nail on the head.
Yeah,
it's all bots and shit.
Yeah. So it's all it is, and it's both sides. It's the Eagles content creators, and it's the Dallas Cowboys content creators. And listen, I'm always a guy talk shit at the end of the game. Don't like 21-0. It just didn't seem right. But you know, just don't. And then you go, and then I went on Twitter. And I've been on vacation this week. I was off Monday. I was off Tuesday. I did laundry, and I chose war on Monday. And I attacked every single Cowboys fan that came across my timeline on Twitter. Because, I tweeted out, that sucks, good game. Cowboys deserve to win. Our offense, did this, our defense did that. You can't do it. Special teams was horrendous. Listen, you can blame the offense all you want. It was an all around losing effort. Like the fielding the ball at the one, don't know what the hell he was doing. The Saquon fumble, Jalen taking a sack, not getting pressure on Dak in the second half, and Jake Elliott missing a 50-yard or 54-yard field goal. It was an all around loss, and those games happen. And
Yep.
I said it before, and I'll say it again. I now know how Eagles fans sounded in the 90s when I see Cowboys fans in the 2020s. It's exactly how we sounded. This was their Super Bowl. They're going to say it's not because they have 5 rings. They haven't seen a ring since Titanic was number 1 in the movie theater. This was their Super Bowl. And listen, I gave everyone kudos. I gave them their flowers. But, it's the Dak talk came up. Dak is so-and-so against the Eagles. This is his record. So now we move the goalposts, and wins are now a quarterback stat. It's no longer a team stat. So I chose that war. You can't have one, and you can't have the other. I had a Cowboys fan comment on the Philly podcast page saying, what are we supposed to do? We're allowed to celebrate a win. I said, you're absolutely allowed to celebrate your win. 100%. It was a great win. George Pickens is wide receiver number 1. I am not scared of CeeDee Lamb anymore. That dude is absolutely batshit crazy. But when you sit there and you say Dak is now 22-1 or 22-2 versus the NFC East at home, is it Dak or is it Dallas? Because I'm told team wins or a team stat, not a quarterback stat. But now, because it's Dallas and Dak, there's more to it because Dak is the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Now it's a quarterback stat. So I just chose war and I went at it and then I'm done. Like
those weren't my enemy this week. They weren't. That was a good outlet for you and great. Congratulations. They're not the enemy of the week. Obviously the fall apart of that game it's just in the hands of the Eagles in terms of it's 60 minutes. 21-0 means nothing. I don't care. So there's that. Jared, when you're watching it, what kind of mood does it put you in? Where are you at while you're watching a 24 unanswered points?
I was just in stunned disbelief. Like the way that offense came out in the first half to put up nothing. I wasn't expecting the same necessarily 21 points that they put up in the first half to repeat in the second half because it's the NFL. That's hard to do. But how it just looked horrible in the second half. And then I think we all need to, Eric's going to have to get off his pedestal or his mushroom top, whatever you want to call it, to get off this Reed Blankenship hate. Because obviously he means more to that defense than we all realized. They could not do a thing when he went out of that game.
That is not Eric.
That's not on Eric. That's not on Eric.
That is a bit between Eric, Keith, and myself.
Yeah.
That we knew nothing about. That we were waiting for a fastball, and he threw a knuckle fastball. Didn't know what the fuck he was doing. So that is not. I
was trying to trigger them.
Hold on, and kudos to JV for paying attention.
Yeah. Earlier in the season, I was trying to do the same thing that triggers everyone else by just talking trash nonsense. And I said, I don't believe in Reed Blankenship. After a Pro Bowl year and all that other, it was just ridiculous. It was a ridiculous statement, but it just, I think it talked to the that was just talking to sports media, social media. The look, I too can make a ridiculous statement and it doesn't mean anything, right? It does. So,
But
ripping.
I always thought he was an important piece, but I didn't think he meant as much as it showed that he meant to that.
Oh, that
Like,
shit showed.
It was like I always thought he was here. He's a very good part of that piece. Great for the media. Great for
Just knows how to
videos
target.
with
Just
with
knows how to
Cooper.
target. Yeah, but he just
And
knows how to
now
target.
you've seen he is up
Yeah.
here. He changes the way you can attack that defense. He changes what the defense can do.
Well, he's
Like,
just
we're
quick.
talking about not getting pressure on Dak, but they could put more guys in there
right.
to block now.
Reed
and
is
hold up and like
Reed is quick, right? So if he can change on a dime the way he does and reads the play and moves to it quicker, it is so much better in position. So I think we do have best in position when it comes down to what you're looking at. The first year we saw him, we saw the speed. We didn't see he was always at the play. He wasn't making it. And he just developed into the guy who made the play.
Yeah.
Now he just hits like a goddamn truck. Just would you ever take, like, if I told you you could have $1 million, would you take a hit from Reed? I'm being like, you're in full pads. Would you take a hit from him?
For $1 million, yeah.
You would not. I think that would end you though. Like would you be
I just
okay
gotta
with just $1
stand there and
million?
let him hit me? Yeah,
You
sure.
gotta take
Give me $1 million.
Fuzz, you doing it?
Is it tax free?
See what happened.
Yeah, it's fine. It's tax free. Who cares? Okay. I don't know if I've got that in me. I think it would destroy my body. Let's so we blow it in Dallas, which is
change. Я думаю, что каждый тоже изменился. And you can change.
Was that in Russian?
Yeah, it's the end of Rocky 4 when he's
Rocky
giving
IV.
the speech.
yeah.
If you could change.
it's He-Man.
Drago.
He-Man. So we're playing the Bears on Black Friday. Short week, like we said. So we're all angry. If they lose to Chicago on Friday, I guess don't talk to me. Like
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna lose.
The Bears are a better team than the Cowboys, so I think it's a little bit better, a little bit more stomachable than Cowboys.
We got Drunk Phil's fan checking in. Tell me more about this Grinch snowball thing. We haven't even. This is the week that started it. Okay, like, so we're just into what started our sadness. I think there is some other things that are going. We're mad about. I was mad about the Eagles game because they just lost. And I hate that line. Did you lose or did they win? And I get that. But
the Eagles lost the game. It's not that Dallas won the game and the Eagles lost the game. You're like, no, the Eagles lost. It doesn't matter how you think. The Eagles lost. I'll get to that in a minute. The Eagles lost. Mitch Kofsky say, "What's up, Mitch?" I am not gonna sit there and sugarcoat it for the Eagles fans who want to come up with excuses for this team. No, we got outplayed. No pressure in the second half. 2 turnovers. No calls that were made. It's part of the game. Just like I told the guy last week, when they called the pass interference on against the Eagles. That was a penalty. It was called. The penalty this week on Cooper DeJean. It was a penalty. In my eyes, it wasn't. In other people's eyes, it wasn't a penalty, Cooper DeJean. It should have been offensive pass interference. On the field, it's a penalty. Nothing's going to change that. So I don't want to hear excuses. We are the better team all around. We were not on Sunday, and that's just how football is. Their 53 was better than our 53.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. This is nothing to get in panic about. It absolutely fucking sucked. 100% sucked. But I was over it. It is what it is. You move on to the next game. This game kind of reminded me of the Falcons game last year where they had all the things happen against them. And it kind of reminds me in 2022 when they lost to Washington on Monday night. They committed turnovers. They committed penalties. They committed bad penalties. And Washington got all hyped for that win. I think it's good bounce back game. I think the Eagles are a better team than the Bears. The Bears have no linebackers. They're all hurt. At the last 3 games, the Bears have averaged 158 yards rushing, given up on defense. Is this the game where the Eagles fix it? I hope it is. But this is where it is. I think the Eagles are better. And like you said, as long as Reed Blankenship is there, I'm cool. Sidney Brown is a fucking menace, and he's going to take out one of our players by mistake. I don't care what anyone says. He's a special teams player.
Oh, he's special, all right.
So there's that. So hold on. You want me to answer this one?
Yeah, I was going to say I want to go back to both of DPF's questions because they're good, right? Like these are like really honest questions. You know what? Let's go to this one. I think this one's a loaded one. I think we've talked about it on the Philly pod where we have talked in depth about the O-line and what it's like and what it means. However, let's go back to this question, the Darnold question.
Yes. The Seahawks are not better than the Eagles. First off, I mean, the Seahawks are in a great division, but they're not getting a home game. Let's throw that right out the door. The Rams are officially probably the number 1 seed. That's more than what was lost on Sunday, other than the Eagles losing. The Rams are the number 1 seed, and cool for the Rams. Like they're just shitting on teams. 2, the Seahawks. Sam Darnold is a good quarterback. He just finds the right system, but he is known to choke and make bad plays. He threw 4 interceptions. I think he threw 4 interceptions twice this year. Twice. That's impressive.
So if the notes
still have a starting job.
Well, if the notes to Darnold is play conservatively, he'll do it if he wants to survive. Like that, these are things that he can repair as a young quarterback. Like he is I think adapting from college to the pros where there is a bigger gap in talent that sometimes quarterbacks, I'm not saying it's a bad thing to say, but they come in with this misconception that the NFL is like college and the talent gap is there. It's just not there. So
it's not. And anyone who thinks it is hasn't watched Myles Garrett play football and throw with 360 of 75-pound linemen to the ground like it's being thrown by 11-year-old.
Yeah, I think it kind of goes back to how the Eagles lost any given Sunday, right? Of course. But the talent gap isn't the same as it is in college. And therefore, I think Darnold will get better as he ages, as he becomes a more conservative player in terms of knowing how much time he has. I do think it's a timing issue for him.
So if he's going to get better with age when it's big time games, why hasn't Dak Prescott gotten better in big time games? Some quarterbacks.
I'm talking about raw talent. Yeah, I'm talking about Darnold as raw talent versus Dak as raw talent. Like I feel like Dak is a great talent. I never said he wasn't.
So what do you think is enough time for Darnold to become a good quarterback?
Well, it took what? It took let's be realistic. It took
20. He's year 7, bro.
7. It took as a starter.
15.
Not as a starter.
Like, at some point you are what you are.
It's his third year. It's his third year as a starter, though.
No, it isn't.
He started with New York right away, almost right away.
I thought he was in bubble wrap the first. Yeah, no, he's bubble wrapped.
No, you don't bubble wrap in New York.
Yeah.
Not on that field.
Yeah, darn. Let me see how many starts he got his first year. I don't think I agree with you. All right,
You don't
maybe
have to.
all right, maybe I agree with you. Shit.
But no, but I mean, realistically, Sam Darnold was in a tough situation in the Jets. Like the Jets are just a terrible ran organization. There's no rhyme or reason. I don't understand it. The parody, and everyone loves parody in the NFL. So there's just I don't get it. Like there's just that.
Yeah, they didn't care. They started him 13. They just did not care.
And then I think he went to Carolina, right?
Yeah, and they gave him that
Carolina
start, and then they back up.
Yeah, or he was there 2 years. Sorry.
Yeah,
Right, so
11-6.
Yeah, he went back up for 2 years in a row in Carolina.
Then he went to Minnesota.
No, San Francisco. He went to he went to the.
Jesus Christ.
He started one game and went 0 for 1.
0 for 1.
So
and then he went to Vikings for the year deal. Looked
let's
insane.
Let's talk
All pro at Minnesota last year.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. That is looking to be a very bad signing.
By
him leave.
Seattle?
No,
by
the
letting
Vikings,
him leave. Yeah, I mean they're 8-3 right now. Seattle's not playing terrible.
No, I'm
he's
saying
doing
the
well
Vikings.
enough, but
Right.
No, I'm saying the Vikings.
The Vikings letting. I mean, no one's ever said
you
the
could have
Vikings.
kept him there, and you could have had JJ McCarthy learn the tutelage underneath him. JJ McCarthy looks like JJ from Good Times playing football over there. He had one good game, and everyone's like, 9 is it. 9 is it. And 9 is not it. He better go to 11 and watch Stranger Things because that shit he is not it. Seahawks are terrible at home, drunk Phil's fan. That could be correct. Saquon isn't washed. I think the O-line's hurt. They haven't been together all year. What I do need to see out of the Eagles, and that you don't realize how big it was of an impact it was last year. Tank Bigsby has to get the ball more. And just like Kenneth Gainwell got the ball on certain downs last year and spelled him, you have to do that. And they're just not, and they have to do it.
This is a great comment.
I wonder if they're just not sold on it being Tank, or if it should be Shipley or somebody else. Like, I wonder if there's something. I wonder if there's something in there though that Spatullo goes, no, this just isn't the guy. I don't see it, which makes me wonder. I mean, listen, everybody's talking about the Eagles' offense. 2 years ago, we talked about the Eagles' offense stuttering, and like Nick had to take over the calling. I mean, does anybody else see the common pattern there? It's guys that Sirianni elevated when they went and got somebody that actually knows how to like come in and run an offense. They won the Super Bowl. Like Kellen Moore knew what he was doing. Yeah, I don't think Nick knows how to develop coaches and bring them along. And I think that's been the problem.
Well, I mean, Shane Steichen's got the Colts at 8-4, whatever, and the number 2 seed in AFC South. Jonathan Gannon's got the Cardinals playing pretty decent. They came up with them. Kellen Moore was, you could say what Kellen Moore was. He was great offensive coordinator. He's not doing great in there. So,
right.
So Brian Johnson, the whole 2023 thing, it was more than Brian Johnson. It was the defensive coordinator. It was losing all the players and not replacing them. And the same thing that happened. For me, 2023 was more of a defense not being replaced as opposed to the 2025 team. That's just me. Yeah. Listen, you can say what you want. Kevin Patullo put 21 points up in 19 minutes. Last 41, I can't talk about. Everybody wanted A.J. Brown to have 8 catches for 110 yards. Everybody wanted Devontae Smith to have his catches for 79 yards. It all happened. Saquon ran the ball 10 times against one of the worst rushing defenses in the league. They gave up too quick. That was some Andy Reid shit right there.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I don't know if I trust Nick's guys. That's my take on it.
But all they do is win. You don't have to trust them. All you have to do is look at the record. They win. Jalen Hurts has literally had a different offensive coordinator since might even be in high school.
Last 7 years.
I'm not saying it's not. It's obviously
5 and
affects him
7
a little
years.
bit, but
5
overall he
coordinators
does
in
well
7
with
years.
it. But I'm
Brian
just saying
Dable,
I don't trust Sirianni's judgment on coaches.
Brian Dable is going to be the next offensive coordinator for the Eagles.
Kevin Spatulo is filler, right? We were behind the 8 ball. We didn't have anyone to sign. We got started 5 weeks later than the majority of teams. We could not pick up an OC when we needed one. So they gave the bump to the guy internally. It is what it is. We're dealing with it. We have to deal with it. Let's talk about DPF's comment here. This is, I'll say this: the Bears have probably one of the top 3 hardest remaining schedules in this season. So they are in a war. I would call it a civil war in the NFC North at this point. They could slip to the wild card with the back half of their season. Let's put it that way.
What a weird alliance.
I know, but they could win. They could slip to the wild card. It's not that I think that they are frauds. I think the competition in the NFC North is that good.
I don't know, man. I mean, the Bears could absolutely get to the NFC Championship game, and they could absolutely have 65 points dropped on them, like we did to the Washington Redskins.
Lions, Packers, and Bears. Oh my!
I don't know. Yeah, if any, and nothing against you, DPF. If anyone's a fucking fraud, it's the Lions. I don't care what anyone says. The Lions are a fraudulent team.
This is a fun one. This is a fun hypothetical. Which head coach do you hate the most, and why is it Sean McVay and his Gabe Kapler aura? Is it Sean McVay?
I will
always hate a Harbaugh. I think it's a tie with the Harbaughs.
I pity McVay sometimes, so it's almost like I pity him. So I don't know if it's hate there.
Here's what it is. And McVay's not hated, and I'm glad it's coming from a Phil's fan. McVay's not hated in the NFL. All he does is win. He won a Super Bowl. He did this. He did that. All he does is win. What does Nick Sirianni do? All he does is win. Everyone fucking hates him. Everybody hates Nick Sirianni, and it's because of this.
Pause. He's a weirdo. Stop.
He's
our weirdo, but he's a weirdo.
Who?
Sirianni. Yeah.
He wins. I don't care. All he does is win. And McVay's not a weirdo?
What the hell's a collote?
And the idiot at
I gotta
Washington,
Google it now. I gotta Google what's a collote.
And the idiot at Washington because
I think he was trying to say Crocs.
And the idiot at Washington, he wears his hat backwards and it's got a pen or a pencil in his hat. Dude, you're a coach. You're not taking my Subway order. Grow up and turn your hat around.
Or what's his face in Miami?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't wear these things, dude. Does he?
Oh God!
Miami's coach is a weirdo.
Yeah, no.
Miami's coach is 100.
Yeah,
Hammer. He doesn't win
Miami's
to back it up.
No.
What's the line in Bull Durham? When you win, you can be.
Are they like jorts? Are you sure he's not wearing jorts? Is he real? I feel like
he's
those things
capris.
Are like they're bell bottom capris. That's the best way I could call them, bell bottom capris.
Didn't the one tennis player wear them or something?
Yeah, it could be ish. I don't know if McVay does this. I think that was like I didn't know what a culotte was. The fact that you made me look that up, it says volumes about either you or me, and I'm not sure which one.
Both.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So,
when they start showing up in your wardrobe with your Crocs, we know how it's going. we know who it affected the most.
Do you guys know the number? Do you know what I'm up to now? How many pairs?
63.
63. It's a good number. Jay?
I'm going to say whatever it is that many plus one too many.
Also correct. It is 115 pairs.
Why?
You're
Why
right, I
do
was
you
wrong.
have 115 pairs of Crocs?
230 too many.
This is today's Crocs, just so you can all see. It's a thing. I try a pair.
This
You
is
never
typical
know.
Keith, though. Like, he gets into something and just goes all in. He's like,
I've
balls
been
to the
into
wall
it
on
for a
everything.
decade.
Right,
This
but I'm
is
saying,
the- this
like,
is-
you go
no,
all
no,
in. Like, you don't do
no.
anything half-assed.
No,
Like,
no,
I'll
no.
give you that.
No. When he goes into something, he goes into it and then he gets bored with it and he throws it to the side. This has not fucking gotten boring at all.
Right.
All right. So,
Did you guys see the Xbox ones? I might pick those up. Those look cool.
oh, Jesus Christ.
All right.
I need a drink.
Crocs. Let's collab.
All right, so we talked about the
Eagles, which is definitely gonna do it.
Eagles
Let's talk
losing.
about the double shutout on Sunday.
double
shutout.
It was three. The
Well,
Sixers got blown out by the Heat by 10.
that's not a
Right.
shutout. The Flyers got shut out. Union got shut out. But
And
up zeros.
The Union got they didn't get Flyers didn't play Sunday.
Wasn't it the Sunday game? Oh, you're right. Flyers lost to Tampa on
Monday.
Right.
It was still
Not
Such a bad week, dude. Oh.
The Union lost them on
Number 1 seed, dude.
number one. I know you guys don't care, but like the Union lost 1-0 to New York. Just come on, like my.
So does it hurt more that they lost 1-0 or that they lost to New York?
that they lost? I don't care that it was New York.
So here's the deal.
That shit don't bother. I don't know anybody
It was
in
a
MLS.
terrible game. It's just
other
a
than Miami.
boring. So MLS
And then
is slow.
soccer was there, too.
Well, MLS is
Soccer's
slower anyway, right? It's just by nature slower. It's not a bad thing. It's not. It is. It's more of a brutish, and when it comes down to American, and that's fine. But when it's a 1-0 shutout, it is terrible playoff sports. It was not good.
It's also that, and you had Frankie Westfield in, local guy most of the game. And then I think with like 12 minutes left, and you brought in the young kid Cavan, the 16-year-old, which is just
Bonkers.
fetching to say out loud. But you waited until then, and he came in and made an immediate impact. So
That's the thing. You never know when that guy's going to
That's
make that
wild.
impact. Like, that's the hardest part about sports and coaching
that's
is
wild.
knowing when to pull that trigger.
That's wild. And I don't get it. Like they were the supporter shield for everyone who doesn't know soccer. That is the number 1 seed, most points in MLS.
Second person
They were-
this week I know canceled their season ticket hold plan.
Crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Because they're there almost like 2022.
Right. Haven't
Phillies
they
lost-
won whatever their championship has been, whatever it's called?
No, they've
Mm-mm.
never
Oh.
won.
They
They lost
have,
in it. They lost in a championship in 2022 and penalty kicks.
Yep.
After the goalie for the other team broke his leg, they brought in the backup who used to be in the Union, and then he beat them in penalty kicks. That was in 2022.
He
You-
stonewalled like what 2 more after that.
Yeah, and then like it was, and then like, then Union lost, and it was on Sunday, and I was like, oh, this this sucks. You're like the fuck.
I get it. I get it. DPF.
We're with you. And for people who don't follow DPF, go follow Drunk Phillies fans. Go the Drunk Flyers fans, the Drunk Eagles fans, and you got to do meth and drink Sixers fans because I think that's their because the Sixers just drive me nuts. But like it's like I don't get it. It's Philadelphia, so they lose. Then you turn on the other game, or no, you go from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock. 1 o'clock the Sixers lost. 4 o'clock the Eagles lost. and then the Union, they lost. You're like, oh, where's the sugar in the gas can? So then we go to Monday. Like, all right, the Flyers are playing Tampa. Let's they got a shot. They in fact did not have a shot. they just lost.
They had a 0 shot. Or felt like that.
They lost 3-0.
3-0. That collapsed fairly quickly. They were never quite in it. They were kind of lagging behind. I think I would say the entire game. A lot of broken shift changes in that game. That I almost thought it looked like high school hockey at one point. It really did. There was I think one dude fell over at one point. I did not expect to see a guy fall onto the ice like Pee-wee style, but here we are. I get that
Didn't
stuff
they just
happens.
win big the night before.
Yeah, they won like
we were watching that at your
6-3
house, right?
Yeah, 6-1
6-3.
6-3. Yeah. And fine. We keep saying these games are going to happen during the season. Statistically, they are going to, right?
It just happened at the wrong time.
Well, right. There we go. So now and let's kind of put this all in perspective. The weather in Philly has been weird. It was thundering last night. It was humid and foggy this morning at the end of November. It's been raining nonstop. And it was like 60 degrees today. It's going to be 40 or 30 tomorrow with a wind chill even lower. Like,
I just gotta get my lighter out. I'm ready. I got my Aquanet. I'm just gonna set myself on fire.
Something going on, right? So let's hope that Thanksgiving is a good reset for tomorrow.
Well, hold on. Let's even before we get.
I'm not saying we're no. I'm just saying. I'm trying to also think positive because I could just my blood pressure medication is on refill.
I just refilled mine today. But hold on. So the Sixers or the Phillies, the Flyers lose 3-0. Like, all right, Sixers are on last night. Let's watch that game.
I get home after a 13-hour day at work. I was hoping
they lost by 41.
Okay.
God
All right.
damn.
I've got to, and it's okay if you guys.
You heard it correctly. 41.
If you guys don't know,
Christ.
I have never heard of Anthony Black ever in my life. Okay, but this dude dropped 31 on us like he was like it. Jay, it was magical, but I have no idea who he was. Like, listen, the Magic had
Anthony Black
86 in the first half against us.
They scored 50 points in the second quarter.
That's insane. Like
Jesus.
you're talking about high school hockey, like that's not even that's like PPR basketball.
Oh, drunk Phillies fan below 8%. Dear Lord. Hopefully you got some Mad Elf.
I was getting I got a guy where he's really knowledgeable about beers. He was telling me, I now understand what a quality beer. Well, I don't know what it tastes like. I don't have the taste for it, but what one is supposed to be and the shelves of it, and the reason there's rice involved. There's a cheap beer. Oh, dude, I've been asking people for years to explain beers to me like I'm an idiot. And I've asked you guys. I have 100% asked you guys. And he's a bartender, so I guess that kind of helps, right?
Yeah.
I guess
I could
okay.
never give you an answer.
Yeah.
Because I've never cared beyond does this have alcohol? Oh good. That's what I cared about.
Drunk Phillies fan is probably the guy you want to talk to about beer.
I'm very interested in the whole process of it. Like, there's quick beers that makes them cheap, and people. Okay, so here I'll be fully honest. I'm an ultra drinker, right? I just like Michelob Ultra. It's what tastes fine to me. It doesn't taste like, and I'll from time to time I'll enjoy whatever, Guinness or Stella Artois, right? but nothing other than that. And when people go, "Oh, you should really try this. It's good." And I go, "It doesn't taste any different." I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know what I should be trying to break down. So like there's like this guy helped me, figure it out, and that's nice.
It was funny when I was working in retail. We had a managers meeting out in like Chicago or something like that, and two of the managers were going back and forth about the one guy. He's like, I like Bud Light. We went to like some craft brewery there, and he's like, what do you have that's like Bud Light? That's just what I want, a Bud Light. And like the other managers getting mad at him, like, how can you drink that? It's a terrible taste. It's not done right, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, look, I know what I like, and I just want to drink Bud Light. That's what I know. You never know with some of these microbrews and all these other flavors that are out there if you're going to even like it. Like the ones that are all these citrus, not citrus. It's I think it's the hop ones. They taste like a damn pine cone going down. And I'm like, I'm not into it. So I was like, it was just funny watching that argument happen. Like, guys, like, just give me a Bud Light. That's all I want. And like the other dude's getting way too mad about it. Like, just relax, bro. It's just beer.
Gatekeeping. I love it. I don't.
Just beer.
Yeah, just beer. It's just beer. Or what are you talking? It's like a flavor thing. There should be very little to no gatekeeping when it comes down to things that are subjective like that, like beers, because subjective, right?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not going to judge you if you're a 47-year-old man drinking Bud Light or any of that. I am going to judge you if you're drinking Natty Light and then some Mad Dog 2020, because you're just praying. You're just playing with light. You're playing with fire. You're going to end up in a field, in another city, in another, might even a country.
Yeah.
Without your shoes and someone else's socks.
If you're talking about beer cost, like per case, and the price range, like the range difference is anywhere from $10 to $30 or so, right? Let's just say $10 to $30 or $40. There isn't that much difference in, like, I'm sure there's difference in processes and things like that, but the next jump up was, we're talking about, what is that can of beer where it's like $30 a can for the 19% alcohol. What is that? It's not the Elf stuff. Mad Elf? No. What's the really expensive beers that come out like once a year and they're very like...
It's usually Trogs makes it. Trogs
like
makes
$19 a can, right?
No, it's like $21 a 6-pack.
Okay, all right, that's not as bad as I thought. Okay, so not as bad as I thought. I could have sworn there was like really crazy ones that came out that were, and like I'm saying, those are your like high ends, but I wouldn't know the difference. If you bought that for me, I'd feel like it was a waste. Jay, would you be like, yeah, would you like, you've just wasted your money?
I mean, probably. I'd be willing to taste it and see if I can taste anything different, but honestly, like most beers all taste pretty close to being the same to me.
Yeah.
The ones that I start seeing the flavor in is like when you start getting into the ciders, some of those mixed drinks, like the hard lemonades and stuff like that. Like
you drink 3 Mad Elves, you're gonna feel it. I'm just telling you.
Is that like one of those beers
has nothing to do with the taste? Like, yeah, something's alcoholic, and you get 3 of them, you're gonna get crushed. You know, it has a high alcohol content. That doesn't mean it tastes good. It just means it has high alcohol. Like,
I don't think I can handle
vodka doesn't taste good. It just messes you up.
I couldn't handle more than 4 beers now. I don't think.
Yeah.
Like, I think if I got to 5, that would be like, oh shit. But I mean,
this cruise is about, you better get that drinking in for the cruise. You better learn to drink.
Yeah, I'll get there.
Let's see.
But you know what?
The cruise,
the cruise is
you can try something. If you don't like it, especially if you paid for that package,
right?
Send it back. Get something different.
Right. It goes down. It goes down. Everything goes down easy when you're on like a pool deck, and you know what I'm saying. Like, you know, it's just kind of like, oh, that was good. I don't want any more. And when you look down, you're like, I really didn't like this. And when you go down, it's like you're at the warm part of the bottle or whatever. You're like, So
I used to say I'm not a big mixed drinks. I'm not the fruity. Then I tried the Goombay Smash on the cruise.
Bullshit.
Over.
Bullshit.
what was it? What?
Called the Goomba Smash.
All right.
It was done. I was done at that point.
Oh.
Just all night,
It was-
every night, all day.
What goes into something like that?
There
it
was like
was-
3 different rums. That was,
It really was. I know one of the runs was Sailor Jerry's, and then something
Yeah.
else.
and I think Kraken was one of them.
Yeah. Then he was.
And like a coconut rum, and then what was it? Pineapple juice and another juice.
Yeah. It was bad.
I
It was
might
fucking
actually.
crazy.
I still have it. I might have the.
Pretty sure you took a picture
recipe.
of it. So
I
there's
think
a
I looked
couple.
up the recipe when we got back.
We got a couple. We got a couple comments. What do we have here? Tell us your plans. Click on that one because I can't for Black Friday.
Geez, there we go. I'm a turkey guy. I am not a ham guy. I don't find the value in it. So there was 2 questions going around school today that we were asking. Kids were just like going around and asking each other like top questions. Here's the 2 top questions, and I'll ask you guys them both. Well, let's get the first one out of the way. There's only one correct answer here. What is the whitest Thanksgiving dish you know?
Mashed potatoes.
Okay, that was incorrect. Fuzz?
Oh God, I don't, and I hate that I know this. Potato salad with raisins.
That is incorrect because potato salad does count as a universal dish. Raisins is just some white shit y'all do.
No, don't.
No.
y'all.
Just these are just quotes I'm throwing out to you. The things I've heard today, right?
Oh,
So
okay.
no, potato salad was just fine. All right, that's not an issue. Relax. You guys are both wrong. Do you guys want a second attempt? And if so, we're doing snake rules. You go first, Chris.
What is the whitest?
Thanksgiving dish you know.
So it's not potato salad. Green bean casserole.
That is correct.
It took 3 dings.
That is
Jesus.
correct. 3. It is green bean casserole. That is the whitest dish you know at Thanksgiving. That is something you will not find at anyone other than a white friend's house or something they are bringing to your house. And then the second question was ham or turkey if you could eliminate one. So this is what you're eliminating, right? If you could just
Ham. Fucking a punt ham right onto 995.
Okay. Now
I hit a car.
Unless you're a lap, then maybe that'll come in handy this year.
but let's flip the script when it comes down to like Christmas. Would you rather want ham or turkey then?
Turkey.
Yeah.
For Christmas, I want them both there.
Okay, that's fine.
Add in the ham.
No, but if you could,
The fat is coming out of me. Yes.
if you could only have one, what would it be?
I'd go for the ham because I just had the turkey for Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
and probably by the time the leftovers are done, it's probably almost the end of
4
it's almost
hours
Christmas
later
time
for you.
anyways. No.
Hold on. Like
My wife gets the same size turkey we get for Thanksgiving when there's like 80 people there. She gets for regular Thanksgiving when there's like 6 or 7.
I don't understand. Every year I say we need a bigger turkey. Buy like a 6-pound turkey. No, we're fine. We're fine. Like we're at the age now where
Our kids eat.
And they all got friends.
And they all have friends. And I had people coming in and out of my house on Saturday.
So you didn't
Like,
know with backpacks.
That they had their mad dogs in there. But like all in all, I had a total of that weren't all in my house at once. I had 40 people in my house. A 24-pound turkey, Sandy, isn't going to cut it anymore. Cook them both.
Right. We do need to start getting a bigger one, I think. But still, that same size turkey for 6 people.
Why?
Or 6, 7, 8, maybe 8 people. That's more turkey than you need for that many people. So that's why I said the leftovers last into the next week.
Oh my God, you are a Christmas story. We got turkey soup, we got turkey this, we got turkey that.
I become the Bubba Gump of turkey.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. I'll be. You really. We do. We got to up the turkey game. We do. We have to up this turkey game. It's. But hold on. This year it was delicious. Okay. This year there was dark meat, light meat that you guys made for Thanksgiving. Very well done. I want to say I know Sandy's in charge of that. Yeah. Kudos. Very tender this year. I forgot to tell her because I love getting the F out of there after I get, once there exceeds a certain amount of people and the body heat temperature in there goes like above 85 degrees, I got to
open the window behind me.
I got to get out of there, man. It's not a you thing. It's a me thing.
No, I know. Listen, that's the tradition.
Yeah. Didn't fall asleep this year.
No, you did not. We were all waiting.
At this point, there's new people. I don't know them. I don't want them. I don't know if they're into butt stuff. I don't want them to do anything to me.
But yeah, maybe next year.
They were Brazilian, so.
No, stop.
No, they weren't. They were Portuguese.
No, they were Brazilian.
No, she's from Brazil.
Oh, I thought she was.
Both of them.
Were both of them Brazilian? I thought they were both.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
I think.
They were talking.
The one was like born here.
Okay, but they talk Portuguese in Brazil. I'm just saying. I thought one was Portuguese and one was Brazil, and they were like,
So I think next year, and I'll go back to this video and I'll clip it.
Yeah,
we should. I'll fry a turkey.
Yeah, that would be great.
Just make sure you do it in the middle of the street where.
Yeah, you got to do
when it boils over, it doesn't catch anybody on fire.
You got to do it in your driveway.
Yeah. No, why? Well, I have an electric one. I know how to do. Me and Melissa have been frying turkeys for like 10 straight years. We know how to do it. We're not one of those idiots who were like, here, let's do a WKRP and just drop a turkey.
It's more about the spill thing, not like it's more about accidents happen, not that you're idiots. No one called you guys idiots, idiot.
No,
wait.
We have we have the grate where you drop it in and then you can pull it out. We have it down to a science.
Great. Where were you before I had Wyatt?
That I don't have.
Let's see.
But as for Black Friday, I will be sitting my ass around.
Yeah, I don't. Are the wives going out this year?
Yep.
Yes.
Are they?
Yeah.
She did mention they were going out, but like, what's that looking like? They used to go out at like 4 a.m.
Yeah, they'll probably be out like 6, 7. That's
6, 7.
Yeah.
So what? They're going out at 8?
No, they're leaving at 7.
Okay. No, they used to be hardcore about it. I mean,
yeah.
Listen.
I mean, they still go until like 12, 1 o'clock. Like
and it's
12 a.m., 1 a.m.
It's just, and I just think they do it just to do it because there's no reason to be out that long now. No. Our kids are older. It doesn't take that much. Just say you don't want to be around the fucktards. Just say it, and I'll respect you.
Just say it's a girl's day out. That's all.
That's all. That's all it is. No one's gonna judge you. I'm gonna judge you for I'm gonna judge you for 9 other things you do. That is not one of them.
Right. Well, no.
Are we going out for the Eagles game?
Yeah, we can.
It's what, a 3 o'clock game?
We go to Kearns.
All right.
I could probably get my arm twisted.
Yeah.
See how much stuff needs to be done for this stupid Turkey Bowl tournament.
Yeah, at some point, I'm not going to want to talk to either one of the kids after seeing them all day on Thanksgiving. Yeah, all right, let's do something like that. And then finally, to kind of round this out, other than the fact that we've had such an amazing week of sports here, there is if you're a Phillies fan, a little bit of a trade rumor or acquisition rumor, if you will. Did you hear about this, Chris?
I don't mind it.
Okay.
We just have to get something else because we're trading for an 11-year veteran for our young guys.
Michael Conforto is being talked about as a bounce back candidate.
That is not who I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, they want to bring on.
I'm talking about Ketel Marte.
No, they want to bring back. They are talking to Michael Conforto, two-time winning World Series champ Michael Conforto, who I think last year
he win a World Series with.
He was Dodgers last year. He hit 199, right? So last year, that's definitely not an upgrade. It's to me that's a bargain bin type of deal. And I hope Dave.
I'm going home.
I hope Dave.
He'd be a signing, right? He's not a trade.
No, he's a free agent. Okay. The Marte, I think, is the trade that he's talking about. Yeah. So
but all indications are that that the Diamondbacks aren't willing to move on from him. So like, it's kind of like when like the Korean and Japanese players say that they're, or like when the Pirates apparently said they put a bid in or tried to express interest in Kyle Schwarber. We all knew it was bullshit. So it's just one of those things. And I think this Marte thing is one of those things where it's bullshit. It's just see if they'll do it and you can get it for a good enough price, but that's about it. Unless unless you're getting the golden egg, you don't do the Marte thing.
Right now, I think they're talking like they're miles apart on the Schwarber deal. They're either stuck on the money or stuck on the years. Obviously, I mean, what else could it be?
Miles apart. We're in Philly. They're in Cincinnati. That's where it's at. Come on.
Okay, I'm of the mindset that the Phillies are going to wait to see what the market has. Because arbitration can for other teams can fall out, and then now you have more guys. So they do have the ability to move some people to the DH spot. What if I told you
if they get that guy that's coming from Japan, that's won the batting title the last couple of years? Apparently, they're front runners in that conversation.
Yep.
I think Alec Bohm is going to have to learn how to play the outfield or learn how to be a better hitter and become the DH if Schwarber's gone. Because if this guy's as good as advertised, he's going to be the starting third baseman. Hell, he might even be the starting first baseman. You put Harper as the DH or even to right field again.
Yeah, I like all these things that you're saying. That these are all positive movements. They all sound like talking strategic baseball, right? That it's a rethinking. But it's not a Michael Conforto will help us. If you said to me, "Oh, I want to bring back Max Kepler because Max Kepler makes sense," sure, that doesn't feel like a rollback. That feels like an addition to the team last year. It was a difference maker. So
the Blue Jays signed Dylan Cease.
Yeah.
Yeah. To 7 years or something like that?
Yeah, I think it's a back end deal if you look at it.
Back end to where?
His highest paid years are on the end. It's not quite showy level deal, but I think it's the way it's structured. Wait, how do you guys feel about structured deals in the MLB? Don't they just end up biting teams in the ass eventually?
I said it before. I don't like it. Like, granted, the next owners are the ones that have to take it on the chin and try to figure it out but unless you plan on holding on to a team for that extended amount of time, then
Yeah.
I think it's a shady way around the luxury tax to help your team win now. Like, I think it hurts the spirit of the rule. And you're going to have teams, again, these small market teams that are just not going to be able to compete even with that, because they know they're not going to have, at the end of this guy's career, like the end of Shohei's career, he's going to start making tens of millions of dollars as opposed to $2 million a year. Like, the Pirates can afford to pay a guy $2 million a year. They can't afford to pay him $10 million a year to not be there.
Sorry.
And you're going to have the Twins are going to go through that. The Reds, the Guardians, like all these teams that are in smaller markets. Like, I don't know. The MLB has to figure out some way to fix that, in my opinion.
Then they shouldn't have been in the market. I'm not trying to be a dick. If that was the concerns in the past, then maybe they shouldn't have been in that market. I don't know. I'm not saying take the Pittsburgh out of the thing, but like it's.
So you're saying constrict the MLB into just major markets? You know what I mean? Like,
if the other teams can't keep up with it, then yeah, 37,000 people fit in PNC Park. Maybe Major League Baseball needs to step in and be like, listen, this is what you need to do to get 30,000 people in there.
Right, and average. Part of it is being able to get players in there and be competitive. But by allowing contracts like that to happen where the Pirates know they couldn't do that because, one, it's not good business because as much as I hate Nutting, that's the one thing about him is he knows how to do business and he knows the Pirates aren't going to be worth it. If he goes to sell this team and they have a $10 million dead contract sitting there, that value of the team just went way down and it's going to kill him on that. So the business side, it doesn't make a ton of sense.
Well, but you also got to understand something. Like, if you turn around and do that, if Pittsburgh goes out and signs Ohtani and puts the stuff on the back end of a deal, and they win 5 World Series out of the 12 years he's there, the revenue that they get, you got to bank it. You got to be smart about it. You got to put it in almost like an IRA. Be like, listen, this is for Ohtani's salary. We were not allowed to touch it. There's ways to beat the system, in my opinion. Because Eagles won the Super Bowl in 2017. They set the record for most sales by a Super Bowl winning team of merchandise and memorabilia. 2024, they broke that record. Like, teams will buy. That's why when you sit there and people, like, you have the questions around Eagles fans is right now is why do the Eagles not have a back-to-back home game all season? Do you want to know why the Eagles don't have a back-to-back home games all season? Because they put money into the NFL by traveling to cities every single week. You got to learn how to beat the system. That the NFL learned how to beat the system by doing it that way. They know they're getting money from the Philadelphia fan base. Pittsburgh, I don't know how you do it, but they should learn how to beat the system so that they can get some of these players.
Hey.
I don't know who's got to step in. Don't. If I don't even want Pittsburgh even looking up Howie Roseman's cell phone number, but they got to figure out. They have to figure out how to do it because, you said, it's a beautiful stadium. The fact that it's not filled every night with 30,000 people, it's a disgrace to the Pirates. And I know they still make money and they don't give a shit. But
right,
like I would like they can't even be worth $500 million if I had to guess.
That's where you're wrong.
Before, but
that's where you're wrong. I think that's just it. They are worth.
It's over.
Who won?
The Flyers, 4-2.
Okay. Okay, it feels good. It feels better.
They scored the game-winning goal with 46 seconds left in the third period.
Okay, man.
How's it the game-winning goal if they won 4-2? Because then they put a second one up somewhere.
Because then they had an open net at the
had
end
an
to
open
tie
net.
it up, and
Wow.
they just had an
Okay.
extra freebie.
Yeah, empty net. Oh my
Okay.
god,
Yeah,
it's over.
that does feel like a relief, man.
It's like all right. Let's get back to winning again, guys. Woo.
Man.
But yeah, I don't know what the Pirates are valued at, but like they're
I
always
do
in
think
the
the
black.
one thing the league needs to do is put a salary minimum so that these teams are, and not just like a minimum, veterans minimum that they sign the guys for. Like your total roster salary has to be a certain amount, so they go out and try to get these guys. And they try to go out and get guys that are going to be better. But at the same time, that's just going to raise prices. That's not going to necessarily make the talent be better.
I like the idea
Right.
of team league minimums. That's always been intriguing to me.
I think.
But at the same time, like I just said, that's going to make it that the guys that the Pirates sign are just going to be more expensive. They're just going to still find a way to be at the bottom of that minimum,
yeah, that's the
and
thing.
you got to be punished for not winning in some way.
Like you sit there and you think, if the Sixers were, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You
You shouldn't get. I mean, if you're below 500 for 3 years in a row, you lose your first round pick. So now you start getting punished for losing and not trying to make your team better.
Jesus
You don't get as
Christ.
much of the revenue shares.
You're just
The teams that are hovering around
Well, that-
500, they should get more of the revenue sharing. That way, because those teams are trying to compete. A team like the Pirates that were even Miami, who finished 20 plus games below 500, they shouldn't be getting money from the rest of the league who's doing things right and trying to win.
Welfare teams have never not been a thing, though.
Right. But punish them for being welfare.
I also think if you wanted to do something like that, you could also each team has to pick 5 positions, and they have to be. It doesn't even have to be 5, but those 5 position players have to be paid in the same amount, almost like how a franchise tag is for football.
Yeah.
You have a franchise tag, and that player is guaranteed a contract between the first and 5th player of that. Like who's the better player, like contract wise, from number 1 to number 5, and you have to be maybe it's 3 players. Maybe it's 3 players you put it in, and these 3 players need to make as much as this person, and this person. I don't know. It's a good conversation to have, but it's also a hard conversation to have. You have to get the players union involved, and there's a lot to it.
I think the issue when it comes down to like franchising has become less and less popular for the players themselves to be tagged. Just because it's a 1-year max contract deal, but you're only guaranteed 1 year, and what is that? It's not even best in position anymore. Remember when you were franchised, you were getting paid max in position? Well, that's
It's
that's
like some
no
kind
longer
of average or something.
Yeah, it's no longer even worth it to guys. So, yeah, there it is an interesting conversation. I've seen the NFLPA talk about what the MLBPA has talked about what a solution could be. They talked about position minimums. They talked about all of these things that you just kind of I think mentioned, but I don't think any of them will ever. I don't think they'll ever. You have to come up with a formula that acknowledges markets for what they are: size, interest, cost of living, all of those things.
Yeah. And I think you got to look at the teams that also, like, when they are competitive and they're winning, what their interest levels are. Because, back in like 2007, 2008, when the Pirates were making into the playoffs. I'm sorry, 2011, when the Pirates finally broke that under below 500 streak and they started winning games and they were in the playoffs. That was a different city. Miami's not like that when that team wins. It's a lot harder for them. Even LA, even the Dodgers, granted they're a huge market, they weren't selling out the stadium during the World Series. You know, like that should say something. But you go to a team like Pittsburgh, when they were winning, they were packing their stadium. You know, the Reds were packing their stadium as they were winning and being competitive. And it's just the way it is. Like, you got to look at certain teams that are, when they're competitive, are they able to have the interest there? People don't go to games of teams that keep losing. You know, late 90s, the Vet wasn't packed out. Early 90s, it was. You know, so I'm just saying, like, it's just the way it was. So, like, but there's a lot of people with bigger money than me that need to figure that kind of stuff out. But
Chris, what are you doing for Black Friday?
Taking my son to his girlfriend's house and then going to the bar with you guys.
Okay, fair enough. Well done. Well played. So here we go. We're out of our snap. Hopefully we have ourselves an actual, enjoyable win on Friday. Do you have final predictions for Friday's game? No, you don't want to even talk about it. Good for you. Jer, what do you see for this game?
Let's go Chiefs.
I just know I need AJ to get a lot of points for me. That's all I care about. Lots of catches, lots of yards, and a couple of touchdowns.
All right.
So this is the weekend where most fantasy football playoffs start, or you're going into the last week of it. So someone's going to get Jamal Charles this week. So just be prepared.
I got Jahmyr Gibbs this past week.
So, I'm in a league where there's 12 teams. There's no divisions, which is fine. And it's most wins, which is cool. But I'm in fourth place. We're all 8-4. I've beaten every single team above me, and I'm in fourth place. And the reason being is because because you can't do head to head because there's 12 teams. I'm like, the fuck you can't? You can't. Why is it points? I beat the motherfuckers head to head. I'm literally, everybody's 8-4, and I am in fourth friggin' place because somebody scored more points than me. You didn't score more points than me when I played you, bitch.
Right.
But
you absolutely can do head to head because there's 17 or 18 weeks now. You got 12 that you go through everybody at least once.
10. There's 10 teams. I'm sorry.
Okay. So by week 9, you're done. You playoff start. You've played everybody head to head. Oh well. Keith,
Yeah.
what are yours Black Friday plans?
I gonna sleep. Gonna play some video games. Gonna go eat some wings with you guys at the Eagles game, and then I'll see my wife later that night. Maybe. I'll probably be asleep. I'm always asleep when she gets home.
I try to be, and then I get the call of, "Can you help?"
Yeah, she wouldn't dare.
No.
Yeah, she's not calling. She's not waking me up. I didn't stay out till midnight. That wasn't my choice. Yeah. Do you help Fuzz when they come home with the bags?
I'm in bed.
Yeah, I'm asleep, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope. It was 100% your decision, and I can't be a part of your shenanigans. Yeah.
All right.
Take us out. Take us out.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us on this surprise episode of the Northeast Philly podcast. I would say join us again next time, but I don't know when that'll be. So we'll let you know. We'll keep a lookout on the socials, the Broken Belt Network on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. What else are we on? Twitch. We're
Spotify.
on Spotify. You know, everywhere. Search
Your
yourself
mom's
Broken Belt.
box.
110, 100. 100
Subscribers on YouTube we hit.
Oh, we have 100 subscribers on YouTube. That's right. Thank you, number 100. You were awesome. We appreciate it. And by the end of this episode, we'll probably be back down to like 95. So, don't forget, guys, we do have the Philly podcast. They'll be back next week talking about the Birds, recapping Friday's game. Hopefully, it's a W. Previewing the next week's game, and so that's it. So we'll see you guys next week on the Philly.
What video will I post tomorrow that blows up the Philly podcast again? Because last year it was Barney. This year,
what would be? Let's think viral. What would be a good viral video for? Everyone
go viral 2 years in a row.
Good. I mean, Barney getting what's another thing that you were like, oh shit, as you were watching it live? Do not say 9/11. Do not say 9/11.
I don't think you can use that one.
You son of a bitch. Oh shit, we were all watching that. I think I was like in like my first grade classroom.
Why am I laughing? Why am I laughing? The fuck is wrong with me?
Because it came out the way it came out of what I was saying, and we all went to a dark place. We all went to a very dark place.
Oh yeah.
Waco. Go. All right, you gotta take us out before we get canceled.
Oh,
and that
boy.
shit. Jesus Christ.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Turkey Day.
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World